So, here we are. But how did we get to this place? So they sung this song during my days. How I made it over. How I made it over. Oh my Lord, you know my soul. Look back and wonder how I made it over. And we wonder. We don't know how your parents made it through their trials and tribulations. And today we don't even know how you make it with so many things that you have to deal with as young people. But we expect you to set the record straight, to break records and make history. So when your children and your grandchildren look back, their soul won't have to wonder how they made it over. Because they know they came through generation after generation. But because a solid foundation has been laid for each of us, we're standing on holy ground. And because of the angels dispatched to watch over us, we all made it over. We will have our welcome and greetings by Chelsea Williams, the assistant principal, followed with a musical solo by Berger, in that order.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Wow. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you. Thank you. I just want to take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you out to our Black History program. You'll notice that the students have put in quite a bit of hard work. They have practiced. The teachers have worked with them. I'm sure you guys at home have heard bits and pieces of everything that the students are going to perform tonight. So I want you to just sit back, relax, and enjoy all of the hard work that our students and teachers have put in this evening. Thank you.
By the third grade, Did You Know? Followed with an ensemble, a music selection by the band Ensemble.
Did you know that John Love invented the pencil sharpener? On November 23, 1897, Love patented the pencil sharpener. Love was tired of having to start writing letters and sharpening his pencil with a knife.
Did you know that several of the
started the first one in Annabelle on April 26, 1892. Before this invention, she used to iron shirts on the table.
By this young man. He's a product of the Glades. Born and raised, worked in the church all his little life, from trying to play the piano to singing, and now in ministry. Would you put your hands together for your messenger for the hour, my nephew, Minister Anthony Jackson.
I promise I won't stand the whole hour. So, giving thanks to Dr. Hibbler, to Ms. Williams, to Mr. Crawford for giving me the invitation to come and speak to you all briefly on how we made it over. And in my time of study, I just wanted to give you 3 points here, and I promise you I will sit down immediately. How we made it over, the question is asked, and I came to this conclusion. We made it over with reflection, we made it over with correction, and we made it over with direction. So I want you just to energize the atmosphere a little bit with me. Say, we made it over.
We made it over.
With reflection.
With reflection.
Correction.
Correction.
And direction.
And direction.
When we talk about reflection, I go to the story or the song that was written by Michael Jackson. Everybody here know a little bit about Michael Jackson. He wrote a song that talks about a man in the mirror. And the lyrics went something like this. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make that change. Every day we wake up and we look in the mirror and we see something that we can always correct or we want to augment or change about ourselves. But the mere point that I want to bring out is that we take the time to look in the mirror, to reflect, and to look at things that we can change. Through history, we have received different experiences. These experiences have been a mirror towards us today. And we are able to look in that mirror and say that we have made some substantial changes in our lives. Things weren't the way that they were back then, but they sure are a good way from where they have been, and they're going to higher heights and deeper depths. And if we want to make that change, as Michael Jackson says, we have to take a look at ourselves and start there. Correction. Correction, when you look in that mirror, you see that thing that you want to change. You see how the students, they came up and they gave their rendition of the songs. And at one point, Kayla, she had to stop for a moment because she kind of lost her way. But once she figured out which way she was going to go, guess what? She got that engine rolling, and guess what? She made it all the way to the end. And that's the way life is. We have to look back at where we made our mistakes, and then when we look at where we made our mistakes, it's time to correct those things so that we can press forward and do what God has called us to do. And finally, our direction. Once we reflect and once we correct, then we can get ultimate direction. Because I had a slogan that was embedded in me at a young age, that if I know my history, I'll see my future. And that's where we stand today. The teachers are here to give our children lessons. Parents are here to give our children lessons. Adults, we are living in a world that teaches us lessons every day, but it's our responsibility to take what we have learned, to reflect, to correct it, and then we can go with ultimate direction to better things in life. We have seen the atrocities that have been taking place in our nation, but yet it's going to take us as a community. It does not matter what age you are. It does not matter your creed. It does not matter the color of your skin. But it's for us to make a change in our community. Pahokee, Belgrade, South Bay, Clewiston, around the Lake region, we have the ability to make a change. And it's not based upon how you look or how old you are, but you have the ability to make that change. So I asked the question, how we made it over? We made it over because we look back at our history. And as the kids came and told us just a brief snippet of what history has presented to us, many people have sacrificed, died for us so that we might be where we are today. And we should not take it for granted. But the main thing and the main point I want you to take home with you this evening is that you must always reflect, you must always correct in order to receive ultimate direction. Thank you.
Correct and direct. Thank you, Minister Jackson. At this time, we'll have a musical solo by Taria Bradley. Taraya. Is Taraya Bradley here? Come on, Taraya.
Bald head and lurid eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soul for Christ, and I still rise.
All right.
All right. Come on, give her another hand. We ain't stopping my show. Okay, we're going back to the third grade. Did you know?
Known as Sarah Breed Love, known as Madam C.J. Walker, was born December 23rd, 1867. She became one of the wealthiest African American women in the country. Walker made her fortune by developing a line of beauty and hair products, in which we black women use today. Madam C.J. Walker was the first self-made millionaire in America.
All right.
Did you know that Gary Morgan was born March 4th, 1877? He was best known for inventing the traffic signal. November 20th, 1923, he received a patent to produce a traffic signal after witnessing an accident between an automobile and a horse-drawn carriage. The signal has 3 positions to allow people to safely cross streets. Morgan later sold to the rights to his traffic signal to General Electric for $40,000.
Jack Johnson was born on March 31st, 1878 in Galveston, Texas. He worked on boats and loved boxing. On February the 3rd, 1903 in Los Angeles, California, he became the world heavyweight champion. Johnson found a need for a tool which would help tighten or loosen the vice. On April 18, 1922, he invented the
drum line. Put your hands together for the drum line.
This is the KEC drum line. We are missing a few members. We are all one, but we're going to play in their absence. So just jam with us, right? Let's do it.
It's your time. Put your hands together for a presentation about the pre-K.
I'm the 44th president of African American Freedom. I'm a walk-over.
All right.
I'm the first figure, let's see. I'm the best. Put it in.
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks.
Now do your favorite presentation by the kindergarten class.
You need to get out the seat and go to the back of the bus. I'm not going to the back of the bus. I'm tired and I'm work. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Equal rights, justice, segregation. 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 Who made change? A boyfriend, Americans, African American, news anchors, ever, at age 19. Who made change? Jackie Robinson was the first African American to play Major League Baseball.
All right.
Who made change? Freddie Mercury was the first African American actor. Who made change? No, black people have the same rights as white people. Who made change? Rosa Parks paved the way for African Americans to have equal rights.
All right.
Who made change? The birthday lady of the White House.
All right.
Who made change? Obama was the first black 44th president of the United States.
All right.
Who made change? I have a dream are the famous words of Martin Luther King.
All right.
Equal rights mean justice, segregation, right? Yeah, all right. That sister had it going on. Who made change? All right. All right, we're going back to the third graders, Will. Did you know?
Canal was born September 4th, 1866. He was best known for inventing the ice cream scoop.
Oh, wow.
He got this idea while working at a hotel. Did you know that Lenny Johnson was born October 6, 1949? Johnson is an engineer that worked for the U.S. Air Force NASA space program. Johnson is best known for inventing the Super Soaker water gun, which was best ranked among the world's top 20 best-selling toys ever.
Did you know that George Washington Carver was born a slave in about 1864? No one knows for sure. He became one of America's most famous scientists. He invented hundreds of new ways to use peanuts and sweet potatoes. George Washington Carver did not invent peanut butter.
Did you know in 1891
down the design a square letter box with 4 legs.
Let's have a presentation by the second graders.
Sarah Boone was born February 1832. Sarah Boone invented the iron board. Her invention was patented in 1892. The iron board was a convenient device for the purpose of ironing the sleeves and bodies of ladies' garments. Sarah Boone celebrated history. Barbara Jordan. Barbara Jordan was born February 21st, 1936 and died January 1996. She became the first black woman elected to the Texas Senate. She was a lawyer and educator and served as Congresswoman from 1972 to 1978. In 1972, she was elected to the United States House of Representatives. After serving 3 terms in Congress, she returned to Texas. Barbara Jordan celebrating history. Jackie Robinson, born January 1919 and died October 1972. Jackie Robinson became the first black player to play Major League Baseball. He broke in the color barrel when he became the first to play with the Brooklyn Dodgers. Jackie Robinson celebrating history.
All right.
Nina Simone. Nina Simone was born East Kathleen Whaley, February 21st, 1933, an incredible musician of the 20th century. She was an American singer, songwriter, pianist, arranger, and activist in the civil rights movement. Died in 2003. Nina Simone, celebrating history. Dr. Mae Jemison was born October 1956. She became the first black American woman to be animated into the NASA space program in 1987. In 1992, she was selected to fly in the Space Shuttle Endeavour as a mission specialist. She was responsible for conducting experiments during the Space Shuttle mission. Dr. Mae Jemison, celebrating history. Ruby Bridges. Ruby Bridges was born September 8, 1954, the first black child to attend an all-white elementary school in 1960s. Her brave touched the lives of many. She was an inspiration to all. She had to be escorted to school by federal marshals sent by the President of the United States. Ruby Bridges celebrating history.
All right, we will have a solo at this time by Herbert Crawford III. All right, I see the next brass ensemble coming to the church. Yes. You are doing great. Parents, you are doing great. At this time, the 3rd grade will come with their presentation for us.
The title of our poem is Hey Black Child by Conti Collins. Hey black child, do you know who you are? Who you really are? Do you know you can be what you want to be if you try to be what you can be? Hey black child, do you know where you're going, where you're really going? Do you know you can learn what you want to learn if you try to learn what you can learn?
Hey black child, do you know that you are strong? I mean really strong. Do you know that you can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do?
All right, baby.
Black child, be what you can be. Learn what you must learn. Into what you can do. And tomorrow your nation will be what you want it to be.
Another selection by the drum line.
Always to see that
in St. Louis, Missouri. African-American comedian Red Fox achieved stardom when the hit 1970 sitcom Sanford and Son. He's known as Fred G. Sanford. He died on October 11, 1991. D-Mun Wilson, born Grady D-Mun Wilson on October 13, 1946 in Boston, Georgia. D-Mun is known as Lamont Stanford. Loader Page, born Albert Pill on October 19, 1920 in Cleveland, Iowa. American actress, a comedian best known for her role as Aunt Esther. Esther died on September 4, 2002. Grady Wilson, born Whitman, Mayo on November 15, 1960, New York City, New York. African American actress was known for his role as Grady Wilson. He died on May 22, 2001 in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. Hey, Pop. How you doing, Pop? Hey, Pop. Hey, son. How you doing, Pop? I'm doing good. Come in. Hey, Fred. Hey, Mike. Hey, Grady. How you doing today? Doing good. I'm doing good. What brought you by? I was just walking around the neighborhood and they told me to walk by. I mean, stop by. Yeah, Grady, you got something to drink? No, the money. Come in. Hey, nephew. Hey, Fred. Hey, Grady. Hey, Esther. Hey, Esther. How you doing, Fred? I'm doing good up to now. What brings you by? Fred, I can't ask you, can me and my sisters use your place for Sunday morning Bible study? You and those Catholic sisters. My house is a junkyard, not a hen house. I was wondering what drink some tea and eat versus for the mom. Why my house? Because I think I'd be good for the rent and use the other places that we usually go is unavailable. Keep talking. Can we get it or not? Why my place? Cause
I use my
He that asks may receive. He has seen.
it,
and you do,
go find another
and
place.
you do not get it, and go find another place. Esther, I said my house is a junkyard, not a hen didn't make that change.
Before we get to the end of the program, they'll lift their voice and we'll hear from our principal, Mr. Hitler. There's a special presentation from you, grounded and rooted in history.
We come to give y'all, just let you know, young people, what the struggle was all about. How we worked, how we got hurt, beat, and everything. But we made it. We got through it all. And we're going to show you a lot of examples of what we did back there coming up. I picked a lot of beans. I've also packed corn. I even worked in the cane field. But it was a struggle. But through my struggle, I thank God Almighty that I made it. 7 kids And all of them went to college. That was hard. That wasn't easy. Listen to your parents' children.
Amen.
Learn your education. It's too much violence in our community tonight. Some done ate dinner with you, be with you, and will take a gun and shoot you. So let me tell you something. Follow Jesus and follow the school, because they're going to get you where you need to be. You'll be in college, coming out to be somebody. This is all about it. I'm going to let Miss Gladys come to the front and explain to you all what she does.
I am Gladys Thomas.
Put the mic up.
I come from the master's house. I work in the master's house. That's why I'm dressed like I am, because the master's don't never me to take me out to feed. So he put me in to do the kitchen, the cooking, and everything. That's what the master do. So I was going to cook the master some collard greens. And they were well seasoned. That's what my do. I work for the master.
All right. Go ahead, senior citizen.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Sarah Edwards, and I just want to talk to the young people. The old people just listen. But young people, I want you all to get y'all education. See, I had to speak cotton when I was coming up. And ain't no cotton for you to pick now. No beans for you to pick. So, y'all stay in school. Listen at the teacher. Obey your parents. And get your lesson. That's what you need to make it in this world today. Other than that, number one is Jesus. You need Jesus.
Amen.
That's what you really need. And then you go on and mind your parents too. Listen at your parents and get y'all education. Wonderful teachers. We all here to try to help y'all get y'all education.
Good afternoon. How everybody doing? My name is Donna Davis. I'm a grandparent up here at Canal Elementary. I enjoy doing what I do. And I'm just a little girl that just want freedom. Hi everybody, my name is Belinda King. I'm a foster grandparent, and I really enjoy what I'm doing. Love working with the kids.
These ladies want y'all out there in the audience to know, each one of these ladies, this lady here is my sister. This here, just like her sister. But they are 85 years old. I just want to let y'all know, they're 85. And tonight, I got a special for the school tonight. I'm going to show you when we sat down by the fires. We made fires, and you know we roast the potatoes in the pot. I got someone here, what we used to do after we do all of this, he's going to bring it to you now. I need a drummer. Okay.
Drum roll.
Yes.
Drum roll.
Thank you.
Pastor Wallace. Let's give her a hand for doing all this. Along with all the people that work behind the scenes, our teachers, especially our coordinator of the Black History Program, Mr. Crawford. Let's give him a hand. I can say thank you all night long, but more importantly, I want to say thank you to all my students for doing a fantastic job today. I purposely did not want to perform because, again, I wanted this Black History Program to be for our students. As you can see, Canal Point has a lot of talent, and I'm so proud of our talented students that we have here tonight. I want to also thank our guest speaker, Minister Jackson, for being in the house. Good job, Minister Jackson. Well, this is going to conclude the program. I just want to say again, thank you, parents, for your support in bringing out your children tonight, and definitely for our musicians over here. Thank you all.